Hi, my name is Alexander Reyes, and I am 19 years old, and I came from Chicago, Illinois. And before I came to Serco, I was actually a pretty bad person. Every cop in the neighborhood knew who I was, and at the age of 12, I really started getting into gangbanging because actually my whole family has actually gangbanged. And so at the age of 15, I actually witnessed my dad stab my mom. And that's what really, as soon as they separated, that's what really started my whole serious point of life. Going to school after that was actually, it was pretty good through freshman year, besides the fact that I was gangbanging most of the time. So I only eventually made it to sophomore year, the beginning of sophomore year, where some stuff had happened and a rival gang decided to retaliate on me. So they sent about 3-4 guys, and it would just turn into a really bad fight. And then I guess the school had seen me as a real big threat, and I actually couldn't go to any school in Illinois besides a private school. And I really didn't have enough money for private school. After being expelled from school, I actually had caught a little case, and they had sent me to another youth organization. And they actually, as soon as I was done with what I had to do there, they had sent me to Serco, which I had this youth organization too. And from here, the first day that I came here, I was pretty mad at the world, and just came here doing nothing but gangbanging, basically, because I knew people who came here, and I felt like I was at home, basically. So coming here, and then eventually my teacher here, she just kept telling me, she's like, "Did you smile today? Did you smile today?" And eventually it turned from a smirk to a smile, and from there on out, I felt pretty comfortable here at Serco. And then finally they started going on field trips, and then these field trips, we'd go to like the Field Museum, and then there was one that really caught my attention was the ITI, Illinois Teen Institute in Western Illinois University, where it was a different environment for me because I was with kids who didn't, they got treated differently at schools and stuff, and me personally, I hadn't had that happen to me, so I felt like I can probably make an impact to change kids' lives, so then people don't have to go to school the way the people that I met have to. So me and a couple other people decided to make a group called Boom, which was bringing out our motivations, and then from there, we made it until I eventually caught another case, which I was looking at 15 to 20 years, and they told me either take the 15 to 20 years or do 2 years in boot camp. And I took boot camp, but although I did have to do time before boot camp, so it was pretty rough, and it was dirty in the Cook County jail. So I was actually pretty happy to get transferred to the Cook County boot camp. And inside Cook County boot camp, it was just a real, you have to be strong with your mental state of mind, or else you're not gonna make it. Yeah, I seen some of the toughest guys in the county jail start crying in the Cook County boot camp, so it can really get to you. And also that Serco was actually with me the whole time. I mean, they sent me letters. Actually, my case manager had sent me books too, so I mean, I actually had something to do, and I really appreciate what they've done. They have done a lot for me lately. After the second time of getting out of jail, that I finally, realized that gangbanging wasn't all that. So I went to go talk to my gang, and I told them that I didn't want to be a part of them anymore, even though they were pretty mad. I mean, they pretty much know who I am and know what I've done for them. So I mean, they do have a certain respect. But now, Serco, as soon as I got out, they had, I was looking for a job. Actually, I was really hurting, and it was pretty bad out there because no one really wants to hire a felony who comes fresh out of jail. So Serco actually gave me a volunteer job here, which I was getting paid. And I appreciate that a lot because it really did put me on my feet. And they also helped me get my GED afterwards, which was actually pretty good because in the Cook County Boot Camp, the resources weren't as good, and I really tried to get my GED in there, but I just couldn't. And Syracuse was also helping me go to college, which I actually want to go to college for mechanical engineering and try to get my bachelor's degree. So Syracuse really helped me out there, and they actually were going to volunteer to pay for some of my books this year too. I would have never had made it that far if it wasn't for Syracuse, because Syracuse has done a fantastic job with helping me out. And some people say that you can't change a bad person, but I think Syracuse disagreed, and I'm proof of that.